On the max velocity mechanics, we're going to look first at 3 different velocities that are occurring. So one is retraction velocity. So from the hip to the knee down to the ankle, the velocity of the leg coming down into the ground is going to help determine how hard that ground contact is. So we know our goal is to spike ground contact on the initial phase. So when it hits the ground, we want to be able to spike that contact as hard as possible. That's part of the retraction velocity equation. So it's swinging the leg down. Now, once the leg spikes down, we have something called ground velocity. So it's our foot hits the ground and our hip starts moving over our foot. So ends up being our foot swings down, it hits the ground. Now where the hip is going to move this way. Okay, here's the ground. The hip is going to move over. Okay, so we call this an excursion angle. So the hip is going to slide over and it's going to create an extension out the back. So that ground velocity becomes significantly important. So how fast can we get on and off the ground is really dependent on how we move this hip over that ankle this way. The next piece we look at is recovery velocity. So we're measuring the velocity of the leg swinging off the ground back up to the top. So all 3 go hand in hand. So if I don't have good recovery velocity, my leg's not going to get in front enough, which means I won't have enough retraction velocity. If I don't have good retraction velocity, my ground velocity is going to be slow. So all 3 work together here.